My name's Claudette, born and raised in Camberwell, South London, from Jamaican parentage. For the past 23 years, I've worked with local government in the housing department for boroughs such as Southwark, Lewisham, Enfield, and Hillingdon. So I've come from a housing background, and currently the right to buy manager for Southwark Council, which is kind of strange because I got a degree in business studies, and when I was younger I wanted to travel the world, so I got it in travellers and tourism. So come from a large family, always been the go-to person in relation to organising events and creating and trying to make dreary local halls look spectacular. I've previously studied at Lewisham on another adult educational course, but as a working person it's quite hard to find courses that can facilitate your hobbies, and there's not a lot of courses out there. So for me, there was no other choice that I could make rather than to look to see what Lewisham adult education had to offer. And I made my decision to join on to the Savvy business course because I wanted to take my hobby on to that next level. And I knew that if I did this course, it would give me the opportunity in order to do that. It's played for me a major role in the business course. And I think for me, a lot of the time you have the actual skills at your hand, but as an individual and as an adult, you haven't got nobody there really coaching you to help you. And if you've got the skills, but you forget about the actual personal development, such as building up on that confidence that you may have, looking at other kind of skills that you have that are tangible and that can be transferred into your actual business. So in relation to this kind of skills, I think that I've kind of gained on is my mindset, and I had to change my mindset in order for me to know that I could achieve this within the time period. And we listened to a lot of motivational talks, and that also helped me. I think for me, one of the main things that I've enjoyed about the course is having the ability to do the course. Because as you know, going through COVID as we speak now, there's a lot of things that are closing down or that are not usually available to people. And one of the things that I've enjoyed is the group that we're with is quite a small group, and we all play as part of the team. And one of the things that was great, because our group was quite small, there used to be a challenge of who could be the star pupil of the week because we still had homework to do. And it's like everybody tried to be a little bit more competitive after the other one. So that was kind of a nice thing that I actually enjoyed. I think one of the main things has been balancing work, because at the end of the day I still work full time, and studying. So that's one of the major balances that I had to actually deal with. Another challenge was that because we're doing a lot of things online, and okay, we were able to meet later on, but when we had restrictions, it was trying to get through with technology and actually trying to do the classes online. It was also trying to utilize the online skills because we did PowerPoint presentations each member, and having to display that online was a challenge for some people. I think another challenge for me was just having that time to dedicate the time for myself, and that is one of the biggest challenges that I think that I faced. And one of the main ways that I was able to overcome that challenge was knowing to the fact that if I just gave up 1 hour in the morning and dedicated that time for me and my business, I would succeed. Because whereas before I had the mindset that I would go to work and then come home and then deal with all of my personal business myself, I was always tired. And therefore, if I took that time to go to bed a little early and get up just to do that 1 hour for me, it is one of the reasons why I'm here today. But one of the things that I enjoyed about the course was the accountability. So I've set these goals now so that I can be accountable to the group and make sure that these things are happening. So I think the main thing for me, I've given myself 3 goals. One of them is to get 6 orders within 6 months, to go on media, on some form of social media platform to promote myself. And the third one is to continue with education. Because one of the main things that I've realized with this course is that in order to make sure that I meet my customer needs, that I'm fully equipped with all the skills that is needed for that. Therefore, do what you can do today and make it be a success for yourself. So if it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have looked for a course to do online. And it's made it kind of easier because we've all been prisoned in our homes. There's only so much walls that you can look at. And at least this way I've realized, and I don't know for anybody else, that an hour in COVID seems like 2. So therefore, if you can actually learn a trade or learn a skill within that time period, it gave me something more to wake up and do in the morning, because I knew I couldn't go outside. So while I was inside, let me try and improve something within myself. The only thing that's stopping you is you. There are educational centres out there such as Lewisham that will help you, and the only blockage that you have is yourself, and you should grab the bull by the horns and go for it. Nothing's impossible.